Other thing that's great, Brad Franco's birthday today. If you see him, wish him a happy birthday.
That's right. You pick any 7 in any month, and there's a Franco birthday.
That's right.
I mean, with the kids.
It's easy. My dad's was Thursday, daughter's was yesterday, and Brad's today. So I got a trifecta right there.
So
happy
many
birthday,
birthdays.
Brad. Appreciate you coming in on your birthday.
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
Sarah, happy belated birthday yesterday, and the senior Mr. Clark,
yep,
the first Bill.
Yeah, that's right.
The first Bill's birthday was on the 5th. All right. We are so happy to have one of my very good buddies. Kelly Hogan is a coach at Orange Theory Fitness Center. And I say coach because you help people with their progress and their health and wellness goals. And you said that, you know, you had quite a few people who work out at Orange Theory. That's just one of the places, but a lot of people put a lot of preparation into getting ready for this event.
Oh, absolutely. We see a lot of it, a lot of people that are coming to classes, and this is a big deal for them. Some people have never run this far before, and especially at an incline, especially living here in Charleston, because we don't have much incline around here. So this is something that's foreign to them and it's new to them, and they get really nervous. It's kind of like the first day of school, nerves and jitters, but we love to help them through and conquer some goals.
How long do you have to get ready for this race legitimately? I mean, we know people sometimes don't train enough for it whatsoever. Right. How long do you need before this race where you can do this without a risk of injuring yourself?
Right. I would say if you're active, I would say probably 1 to 2 months. You could, if you're staying active,
that long, really?
And maybe a month. I mean, it depends on how many miles you're racking up in a week. If you've never run really at all, I would say give yourself a couple of months, especially for injury. But 6.2 miles, I would say if you're running consistently during the week, or if you're doing something like Orange Theory where you're racking in some miles, you can rack up probably anywhere between like 1 and 2 to 3 miles. I would say just sticking with that and kind of, you could probably like 4, 6 weeks, something around there.
You know, one thing I think people are always surprised about, Kelly, when they do this event is that there's a little bit of a distance before they even get to the bridge. So I think part of it is probably the mental preparation that, you know, you'll have to get to this and then you'll have to really get over it, is the common expression when you think about the Cooper River Bridge. What kinds of things do you advise people to think about, or just mentally training for an event like this?
I think running obviously is a big mental, it's a mental obstacle. And so I think for training for this, you know, do something enjoyable. A lot of people like to listen to podcasts. They like to listen to music. I think one big thing is steadying your breathing. And so, you know, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, steady the breath. Try not to think about, oh my goodness, I just want to get over it. But think about who's around you. If you're running with people, enjoying what's around you. It's going to be a beautiful morning this morning. And so I think just keeping the positives and not just dreading a run, but thinking more positive about it.
Because they're not going to win.
No, they're not going to win. They just want to get over it and get downtown.
That's right. Now, Kelly, a lot of people are sitting there watching their TVs right now, getting ready to walk out the door, come to the bridge run and participate. As far as what they should wear, that sort of thing, you need to be smart because of this breeze up here. You kind of have to be careful on that. Just too heavy, too light. Shoes are such a big deal too.
I say shoes are the biggest thing. A lot, and they hopefully already have their proper shoes.
Yeah, don't be breaking them in on the bridge run. Right?
I hope they've already run in them. So make sure that it's not a brand new pair of shoes. You'll get a lot of blisters. I think as far as what to wear, it's going to be a little chilly, so leggings. Probably a light long sleeve. You'll warm up, but over the bridge it's going to be windy.
And a lot of times people will wear like a trash bag or something like that they can easily, you know, put in some kind of receptacles. I mean, there are trash cans and things all along the way, so that people can, if they need to, you know, bundle up a little bit more while they're standing in the corral, is also probably a good, you know, a good idea too. So
absolutely.
Warm up before
warm
you run.
up.
Yeah,
I think it was more. I think it was colder last year, but.
I don't remember. They all kind of run together at this point, you know.
40 years.
Kelly, we certainly appreciate your information and stopping by, and good luck to all the runners and those who've been training. So we, of course, want you to stay right here with us.
Yeah, we are coming back right now as we continue our